Everyone is looking for something. Very many don't know what it is. They just keep on looking for nothing. Friends, what you need is Jesus' solution. Friends, what you need is Jesus' solution. Friends, what you need is Jesus' solution.
Some people wanna be reeling in $1 million bills and chilling in a villa on the hill. For real, they try to grab this status that is the fattest, thinking that if they have this, they'll be the gladdest. Nothing but madness, clad in fashion of the finest designers, but style changes so fast you can't define it. And I find it a trap made to entangle, thinking that you're being photographed from every angle, caught in this spirit of hardiness. Wanna be the star in this? Forget the godliness. Being a part of this can only start to cause a dark abyss. You want heaven on earth, but that's the mark you miss. The heart of this is that your heart will only harden it. You want instant pleasure that's like a garden that's never cultivated, cause it takes time, but then you turn around and you waste time. The fate I'm waiting for is past the gravesite. Gotta raise my body so fast I can race slide.
Money cannot give you what you want. Power cannot give you what you need. What you need is Jesus' solution. That's the only thing that's a ease for us. Friends, what you need is Jesus' solution. Thanks for welcoming us into your living room today. We will continue with our series on why Jesus is the only way. I read quickly from the Quran, chapter 19. I read verse 20. Quran Surah 19 verse 20, or Quran chapter 19 verse 20. She said, how can I have a son when no man has touched me, and I was never unchaste? He said, thus said your Lord, it is easy for me, and we will make him a sign for humanity and a mercy from us. It is a matter already decided. So she carried him and secluded herself with him in a remote place. The labor pain came upon her by the trunk of a palm tree. She said, I wish I had died before this and had been completely forgotten. That is verses 20 to 23 of the Quran about the Immaculate Conception of Jesus Christ. Remember from last week, there are so many prophets in the Quran, and there are so many prophets in the Bible. But even in the Quran, the only prophet that had Immaculate Conception was Jesus Christ. And so, we have it also in the Bible. That's why in that song I said, just read your Quran and you find about Jesus. You may not even need to read the Bible to find Jesus. It's there. I just read it. There are more verses about Jesus in chapter 3 and how he was born, about his life. So, here is the problem. If you are going to try religion at all, try the one that can help you. That's what I'm saying. With the most important question of life, and that is actually life after death. Listen, once a man is created, once a woman is created, the only thing that can happen to that soul is transition. When you die, you transition to another place. That soul is never destroyed. And I talked about that, the evidence from your own self, from your dreams. And the proof from people who were certified dead by doctors who came back to life before they were buried. That's all the proof you need. So, here is what we are talking about. You have sinned. I have sinned. You cannot say you have not sinned. Okay? So that is foregone conclusion. But even if you did not, you were born into sin. Your DNA has sin in it. Which means you are condemned to bad afterlife. No matter how long you live in this world, your afterlife is going to be much longer than that. So you want to spend your afterlife in a good place. You want to have good afterlife. You don't want the bad one. You know, it's so sad. Some people struggle through this world. They are poor. They don't enjoy this world. And then when they die, they also go to bad afterlife. You know, like Mary was saying in that surah, I think it's better that they were not even born at all. You can have a good life here and have a good afterlife too. Both of them are not mutually exclusive. You can have both. The most important thing is preparing, like the story of the king that I shared last week. The king was sick, was getting ready to die, but he had no preparation for afterlife. So, in order to transition from that bad afterlife that we are all condemned to a good afterlife transition, we need intervention. And the only one qualified to intervene for anyone is someone who does not carry that sin DNA that we all carry. That was the necessity for the Immaculate Conception. That's why Jesus had to be born without a father. And that is why he is the only way. If you can show me another prophet that was born without a father, I might reconsider my view. I mean, seriously. I heard of a lawsuit in the U.S. a few years back. This lady was, involved in 3D movies that, 3D movies that were of sexual nature, and then she got pregnant, and she was suing the owner of the 3D cinema. Listen, there is no other prophet that got born without a father. The lady that was suing knew that she was not having a baby without a father. The father was probably the owner of that cinema theater. So we are looking at why Jesus is the only way. So Jesus came in. That was one of the qualifications, just one. The other is that that person that can intervene must live without sin in this world. Born without sin, live without sin. I have no intention of calling out people because we are not perfect. But Jesus, as a prophet, lived without sin. So he qualified on both grounds. So now we have a lamb, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, who has prevailed according to the book of Revelation, and he has opened the seal, is able to open the seal. His blood was good enough. So there was this third element that was very important. Religion is not to make you good. The purpose of religion, you can be good. It's okay to be good. There's nothing wrong with being good. But if all you want from religion is being good, it is not wise. Wisdom is looking for a religion that will help you in this world and also help you in the afterlife. Any religion that does not give you an opportunity to transition from that bad afterlife to the good afterlife is not good for you. After watching this program, this is the question you should ask your leaders. This is the question you should ask your religious leaders. How do I transition from a bad afterlife to a good afterlife. If they cannot answer you concisely, you need to find another religion. If they cannot answer you clearly and concisely, you need to find another one. So, what is this all about? 3 things that had to happen. The person that can intervene must not have the bad DNA that all of us have. It's like you were born into sin. So even if from the day you were born until the day you die, you did not tell lie to anyone, you did not commit any sin, you were pure from your birth to the day you die, you are still condemned to bad afterlife. Because the seed had a problem. Remember, I say I don't eat dogs. So no matter how good a dog is, it's still not qualified to end up on my dinner plate. It's as simple as that. That dog can be good from the day he was born until the day he dies. He still will not qualify. Why? Because it's a dog. That's it. So what I'm saying here is 3 things had to be done. 1, born without that sin. That's the purpose of Immaculate Conception, which was confirmed in the Quran and in the Bible. 2 major religions of this world. Number 2, having been born of that Immaculate Conception without sin, without the sin DNA, you have to live a life of no sin. Jesus did. So he qualified on both counts. Now there comes the 3rd count. You have to be willing to make the sacrifice, to shed your blood for others. And God, in his infinite mercies, decided that the blood of one person is enough for everyone. One single sacrifice, enough for everyone. Why? Why will God do that? Because the sin of only one man brought corruption to everyone. 1 for 1. The sin of Adam entered his DNA and was transferred to all of us. So God said, okay, the sin of one man messed up everyone. So the righteousness of one man should be able to clear everyone. Infinite wisdom of God. That's the infinite wisdom of the Almighty God. So that person, the only person, Jesus Christ, that did not have the sin DNA, and if you read your Quran, you will see that God said He will punish those who doesn't believe in Him. God said those who don't believe in Jesus, He will punish. God said He will punish them. They will be punished. Because look, God made this effort to rescue mankind. So religion is not, people look for religion sometimes for the magical aspect. They're sick, they want to be healed, and they don't care who heals them, because they think as long as they're healed, that's it. That's the only problem. That's all they have to worry about. They were sick, now they are sick no more. Finished. End of story. They think. No, it's bigger than that. A lot bigger than that. If that is where the story ends for you, I pity you. Because that healed person will still die. Listen, Lazarus was brought back from the dead by Jesus. Where's Lazarus today? He's dead. That is why you have to be careful in choosing who heals you. Or in choosing where you get healed. Yeah, you have to be careful. Because it's not just enough to be healed. In some places you get healed and your condemnation is doubled. Because you are tied up for life, for the rest of your life. So, 3 things. The third one, he must be willing. That only person that is qualified must be willing to lay down his life. And that is why in the Garden of Gethsemane, you see how Jesus struggled. How Jesus struggled with what was laid before him. When he was praying, the Bible says the sweat that was coming out of his body were like blood droplets. And he prayed. He said, Father, that this cup may pass. He said, nevertheless, let your will be done. It was a very difficult cup. The sacrifice that he was getting ready to make is the only thing you need to transition from bad afterlife to good afterlife. So I hope that you understand what this is about. It's about your afterlife. Salvation, the study of salvation, is called soteriology. The study of sin itself is amartiology. But salvation is not just about afterlife. As we are going to see, by God's grace, next week, we're going to look at different things that we are saved from. But I call them the extra, the benefits. The benefits. You go to work, they give you a salary, and on top of that, you have some benefits. Salvation, you cannot earn. You cannot earn. Like that song. The song says, friends, what you need is Jesus' solution. Because salvation, you cannot be earning it. You cannot earn it. Recap. 3 things that needs to happen for you to transition from bad afterlife to good afterlife. Someone born without sin. Immaculate conception. Confirmed in the Quran, confirmed in the Bible. If you can find any other religious leader, any other prophet in the world that had that qualification, go follow him. If you can't find, then follow Jesus. Because now you know why Jesus is the only way. He's the only one born that way. Without sin. That's the key. Second, must live a life, a sinless life. He did. Number 3, he had to willingly sacrifice himself. Because the blood of goats, the blood of cows, the blood of ram cannot save human beings. It's like for life. I had a story of twin brothers. One was bad, the other one was not bad. Was a good guy. The bad one went out, committed a crime. Authorities were looking for him. When they came home, they found the other one. They were identical twins. So the other one decided not to tell the authorities that it's not him they are looking for. He gave himself willingly. They took him and he was executed. He did not tell them it's not him they were looking for. Like for like. The other brother, the bad one, came out of his hiding, was looking for his brother, and he found out that the brother has been executed instead of him. went to the judge. Judge, you killed my brother. I'm the one you're looking for. Why? Why did you kill my brother? Okay, I'm here. I want to surrender myself now. And the judge said, no. Somebody already died for your sin. We cannot kill two people for the same sin. Someone died already. You are free now. Your brother died for you. That's what Jesus did for us. Even in human justice system, we see these things. It's the same. If they had gone to that house and found a lady, they wouldn't have arrested the lady because she was not like the person they were looking for. If they had found a dog, they would not have arrested the dog because they were looking for a particular person. That is why the blood of goats, the blood of chicken, the blood of cow, the blood of ram cannot help you. It cannot save you. Impossible. Jesus came. He was born without sin. He lived without sin. And he gave himself for your afterlife. You can accept him or you can reject him.